Let's stop pretending men always cheat just for the thrill. Sometimes the affair isn't about ego. It's about awakening. Sometimes the side piece isn't a mistake. She's a message, a disruption, a portal. And when that side piece is a Pisces, oh, now we're talking divine chaos. Pisces women don't creep in like villains. They arrive like omens. Soft-spoken sirens with tear-filled eyes and astral bodies. She wasn't trying to steal your man. She just was. Magnetic, misunderstood, and vibrating on a frequency his soul couldn't resist. He didn't fall for her body. He fell into a trance. And when he wakes up from the illusion of his perfect life, he realizes the real mistake wasn't cheating. It was ignoring the truth his spirit screamed at him every time she touched his hand. So yeah, he might leave his wife. He might burn down the house he built with logic and marry the woman he found in a dream, and who met him there again in real life. Buckle up. This isn't your Sunday sermon. This is 10 cosmic reasons a man might marry his Pisces side piece. And some of them might hurt your feelings, crack your beliefs, or blow your mind wide open. Let's begin.
Again we keep driving through the night. I hope we are headed for the light. Only your dreams to lead the way out here.
10. She offers the kind of peace his wife can no longer provide. In a world that demands aggression, achievement, and ego, the Pisces woman becomes a sanctuary. She doesn't challenge his masculinity, she soothes it. Where the wife may have become a battlefield of bills, expectations, and criticism, the Pisces side piece remains a temple of silence and softness. He doesn't marry her because she's easier. He marries her because her energy heals. And though society may shame him for breaking vows, he may justify it as soul preservation. He tells himself, "It was either my marriage or my spirit. I chose to stay alive." 9. Her pain activates his protector archetype. This is one of the darker, more controversial reasons. He doesn't just love her, he pities her. Not in a condescending way, but in a cosmic, I must save her way. Pisces women often carry ancestral pain in their eyes. They cry in silence, and men with dormant savior complexes feel summoned. He marries her because she makes him feel like a man again, needed, essential, heroic. Is it healthy? Maybe not. Is it spiritual? Possibly. But one thing is certain. She awakens his purpose, and he can't shake it.
He was the first, the brightest, the morning star, heaven's greatest angel, until he fell. Betrayal, rebellion, or was there more to the story? Through his own eyes, witnessed the pain, the fury, the regret of the fallen one himself. I was the light before the darkness. Fall from grace, the untold story of Lucifer, the morning star.
Hear Lucifer's side of the story. Click the link below and get the first 2 chapters for free.
She's the keeper of his secrets. The Pisces side piece knows too much. She knows his demons and hasn't run. She's held him as he wept, forgiven sins he couldn't even name. She's heard the confessions he wouldn't dare tell his wife, and she has never used them against him. In a world full of transactional intimacy, her loyalty is spiritual currency. Some men marry her not because she's perfect, but because she's seen the ugly and still bowed to his soul. To him, that loyalty feels more sacred than a wedding ring. 7. She's the escape and the expansion. While many women are anchors, Pisces is a portal. When he's with her, he feels like he's time traveling into the past, the future, the astral. Their conversations stretch beyond bills and babies. They speak of dreams, dimensions, reincarnation, and vibrations. She's not tethered to this plane, and he loves that. He doesn't just escape with her, he evolves. He marries her not to settle down, but to lift off, to leave behind the ordinary and live in the surreal. It's bonus time. Because we appreciate you being here with us, we have a surprise just for you. Luxury fashion, authentic, verified, and up to 80% off retail prices. Get exclusive access to top wholesale suppliers of designer handbags, shoes, clothing, and more from Prada, Fendi, Gucci, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Dior, and beyond. No fakes, no middlemen, just genuine luxury at unbeatable prices. But access is limited. Don't wait. Secure your spot now and start shopping smarter. Luxury has never been this affordable. Tap the link below and claim your exclusive access today. She loves his shadow, not just his light. Every man has a darkness, a hunger, an insecurity, a wound. Most people want his strength, his success, his laughter. But the Pisces side piece loves his depression, his rage, his fear. Not in a twisted way, but with the tenderness of someone who sees God in even his lowest states. Her compassion is unconditional. He marries her because he feels whole with her. No masks, no roles, no performance. Just a soul and another soul, colliding gently in the darkness. 5. She lets him lead the way, even when she sees the cliff. This is a reason that often sparks debate. In an era where many relationships involve power struggles and ego wars, the Pisces woman often relinquishes control, not out of weakness, but as an act of spiritual faith. She lets him fail, fall, and flounder if it means honoring his path. He marries her because she believes in him more than he believes in himself. Some say this is enabling. Others say it's divine femininity. Either way, it works on him. Her surrender feels like sacred trust, and he feels worthy again. 4. Her intimacy is spiritual, not performative. Let's get real. Pisces doesn't have relations. She dissolves. She merges. She makes love as though she's channeling galaxies through her spine. For her, intimacy is not mechanical. It's mystical. She whispers things mid-climax that feel like spells. She cries sometimes after, not from sadness, but from spiritual release. For a man bored of transactional intimacy, the Pisces side piece becomes a high priestess of pleasure. He marries her not just for the body, but for the ritual. He wants that connection forever, even if it means burning down everything he built. 3. She never asked to be the side piece, the universe put her there. This is a hard truth. She didn't plot, she didn't scheme. She just appeared, and his soul responded before his logic could stop it. Over time, he realized that the affair wasn't about cheating. It was about realigning, about remembering. She didn't try to replace his wife. She just was. He marries her because the guilt was never about her. It was about betraying the lies he built his life on. With her, he's finally honest. 2. She makes him feel like a god, not a workhorse. In his marriage, he may be loved for what he does. With the Pisces woman, he's loved for who he is. She worships without obligation, praises without expectation. She creates altars with her affection, builds temples with her touch. He feels divine with her, not because she exalts him falsely, but because she sees him holy. Men don't leave good marriages for this. They escape prisons. He marries her because, with her, he feels chosen by divinity. Now, before we get to reason number 1, we have 2 honorable mention reasons that must be considered. Let us know in the chat if we missed anything, or if you feel another reason should have been number 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Honorable mention number 2. She's a spiritual mirror of his repressed self. In the deep silence of the night, when his soul turns inward, he sees her, not just as a woman, but as a reflection. The Pisces side piece becomes more than flesh and laughter. She is the incarnation of his unlived truth. In her dreamy gaze, he sees the man he buried beneath duty, pressure, and pride. She offers no judgment, only ethereal understanding. Some men will marry her not because she completes him, but because she reveals him. She's a walking mirror of his forsaken dreams, his lost softness, his forgotten creativity. He marries the mirror to find the man again. Honorable. Mention number 1. The universe conspires and he can't escape. There are unions formed by lust, by logic, and by legacy. But then there are unions that feel cosmically orchestrated. When a man meets a Pisces, especially in the margins of his main relationship, she often appears like divine interference. A test, a temptation, a twin flame. He may wrestle, resist, retreat, but the signs begin to mount. Repeated dreams, songs that speak directly to his inner war, synchronicities that feel too specific to dismiss. 1. Because in the end, love is rare, and she feels like home in a world that never did. The number 1 reason a man might marry his Pisces side piece is not about sex, submission, secrets, or sin. It's about home, not the kind with walls and dishes and financial plans, but the cosmic kind, the ancient kind, the kind that feels like I've known you in 1,000 lifetimes, and every time I find you again. With her, he breathes. With her, he stops performing. With her, he remembers. And when he imagines dying, taking his last breath, and looking back on a life half lived in the name of duty, he shudders. So he chooses her, not because it's easy, not because it's right, but because it's true. Remember, this list is not permission, it is provocation. It is not a call to betrayal, it is a lens on human complexity. Love, in the realm of the spirit, rarely obeys societal contracts. Sometimes the soul makes choices the mind cannot defend. And Pisces, she is the siren song of those choices. Gentle, otherworldly, dangerous, divine. So, debate it, defend it, deny it. But don't pretend it doesn't happen. Because somewhere, right now, a man is burning his old life to the ground for a mermaid who taught him how to breathe underwater. And whether you call it madness or fate, it is very, very real.